Hello and welcome to another episode of Storytelling with Bolabi Media. Today we'll be looking at the widowhood practices in the Igbo culture of Nigeria. The widowhood in Igbo culture, particularly in Nigeria, is a complex and deeply ingrained aspect of their societal structure. When a woman loses her husband, she undergoes a series of rituals, practices, and societal expectations that define her status as a widow. Several practices associated with widowhood in Igbo culture can impose hardships on widows. While some of these practices have diminished in prevalence or are actively being challenged, they are still persisting in certain communities. In Igbo society, a widow's status undergoes a significant transformation upon her husband's death. She transitions from being a wife who holds a respected position within the family unit to being a widow, often with diminished social standing. Igbo widowhood is accompanied by various cultural practices and rituals. These rituals may include periods of seclusion, symbolic gestures, and ceremonies involving the extended family and community members. Widows are often expected to undergo a period of mourning, during which they may be required to observe certain restrictions on their behavior and appearance. This can include wearing specific attire, such as black clothing, and refraining from participating in social activities or celebrations for an extended period. They are also expected to shave their heads as a symbol of mourning. They may be required to remain indoors or avoid contact with others, particularly men, as a sign of respect for their deceased husbands. Widows may face restrictions or social stigma if they choose to remarry after the death of their husbands. In some cases, they may be expected to remain celibate for the rest of their lives or face disapproval from their families and communities if they enter into new relationships. Inheritance practices in Igbo culture traditionally favors male heirs, leaving widows vulnerable to property disputes and the loss of their marital assets. Widows in Igbo society often face economic challenges following their husband's death. They may lose access to land, property, and other assets that were traditionally controlled by their husbands or their husbands' families. Traditionally, property and assets were passed down through the male lineage, which means that widows may not have legal rights to inherit their late husband's property. In summary, widowhood in Igbo culture is a multifaceted phenomenon shaped by cultural, social, economic, and legal factors. While it carries significant challenges for widows, it also reflects the resilience and strength of community support networks in navigating the complexities of loss and transition. If you enjoyed this episode, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. See you in the next episode.